As seen earlier, a tab page can have multiple windows. Let us see how to use split and vsplit commands to open new windows horizontally or vertically. After that, we'll see how to use normal mode shortcuts to switch between these splits. So first, let us see how to open new horizontal windows using the split command. You can also use the short form SP. So I'm going to use split followed by a file name. So this new file should open in a new horizontal window above the current window. So you can see save.md opened above split.md, and you will also notice that each of the split gets its own status bar. Let us open another file. I'm going to use sp this time. So currently I'm in splits.md. The new file quit.md should open above splits.md. If mouse is enabled, you can resize these splits easily. Next, let us see an example with vsplit. So this should open a vertical window to the left of the current window. So you can see tabs.md open to the left of splits.md. And let me resize that as well. Let me show an example with vs. So I'm in quit.md and using vs to open buffers.md. So you can see buffers.md open to the left of quit.md. If you want to change the default behavior, you can use these settings split below and split right. By setting split below, new horizontal splits will open below the current window, and by setting split right, you can open vertical splits to the right of the current window. Next, let us see how to use normal mode commands to switch between the different type of splits. So if you use Ctrl W followed by another W, you can switch to the below or right window. So let us see an example with vertical splits, and let us open another file first. So there are 3 vertical splits. Ctrl W followed by W should switch to the right window. So currently in undo redo, after using this shortcut, it should move to buffers.md. So Ctrl W followed by W. And let us repeat this shortcut again. It should move to quit.md. Ctrl W followed by W. If it is the last split, it should rewind. Ctrl W followed by W. Sorry, there were more splits available, so I just switched to the next available window. So Ctrl W and W moves to the last split. Now it should switch to the first split. Ctrl W and W switches to the top. By using uppercase W, it will switch in the other direction. So this is the first split. Ctrl W followed by uppercase W switches to the last split. If I use Ctrl W and uppercase W, switches to the previous split. Next, let us see how to use Ctrl W followed by HJKL, or if you wish, you can use the arrow keys to switch in the respective direction. Ctrl W followed by K. It moves up. Ctrl W followed by K moves up. And let us see Ctrl W followed by J. It should move down. And if I use Ctrl W followed by L, it should move right. If you use T, it should move to the top or the first split. And if you use B, it moves to the bottom or last window. So Ctrl W followed by T moves to the first one. Control W followed by B moves to the last. Next, let us see what happens when we use uppercase version of H, J, K and L. So Control W followed by uppercase L. It moves the split window itself to the farthest possible location in that direction. L moves to the right, so that split moved to the rightmost window. Let us move this split to the bottom. Control W followed by uppercase J. So let us quit all the other splits and get back to the main topic. If file name is not provided, the current file itself will be used. So if I just use sp without providing a file name, splits.md itself will split into two. So sp should open a horizontal window. So you can see the same buffer is opened twice. And let us use vs. It should split into two. So yet another buffer with the same file. And as pointed out earlier, a horizontal bar containing the file name for each split is shown